In this episode, I talk about HSPs and empaths with the word fun. Now, that may be a trigger for you, but listen in because you will learn why it is important to have fun and how we can do so. Hi everyone, this is Kavita, Certified Empowerment Coach and Hypnotherapist, and you are listening to the Enlightened Heart podcast, where we explore topics that empower HSPs and empaths to go from surviving to thriving in the world. I use my years of coaching, my personal experience, and my training to provide deep insights and implementable strategies to help you thrive. Welcome, this is Kavita. Welcome HSPs, empaths, introverts, or anyone else that is working to improve how they show up in the world and move from surviving to thriving. So today I wanted to talk about something that is actually a little bit outside my comfort zone. I know that things are heavy around us and I feel it. I feel it too. So I wanted to let you know that you are not alone if you're feeling the heaviness of the world, if you're feeling, your heart chakra aching or blocked. I also feel a sense of my throat chakra sometimes feeling blocked, like I don't have a voice, right? And I can't say the things that I want to say. I can't express. I can't save the people. I can't do the things I want to do. And I just wanted you to know that you weren't alone. And I hear it from my clients and I feel it myself. Okay, so if you feel this restriction, you feel all the shifts around us, and maybe even you are aware of the collective trauma that we are experiencing, know that this isn't forever. And, when you're feeling this, what is activated for you? Is your inner rebel activated? Your inner child? The part of you that doesn't want to be told what to do? And, I can feel that part of me too, right? I can feel that part that's like, I don't want to be restricted. Please don't. I can't handle this. I don't want to do this. This is not fun, right? And that on the lighter side, of course. And then on the other hand, there's all the pain, the suffering, and the dying happening, and the heaviness of that as well. So we are being called to be in a different space, to have a different view of life, to reprioritize, refocus, right? And so as we are all in this space, and I was thinking about, what should I talk about this time? The word fun came to me. Now I know, that may be a trigger for you. Hearing the word fun might conjure up memories of when you were a teenager, or in college, or even in high school, or as a child, and you were taken to things that were considered fun by the rest of the world, by the other 80%, and maybe were not fun for you. Or maybe it was only fun for like half an hour or an hour, and then you were done. And so when I say the word fun, you may be triggered and say, hey, wait a minute, fun is not for me. That is not a word I deal with. That is not part of my vocabulary. Or that is a vocabulary for others, okay? So I want to talk about fun that applies to highly sensitives, to intuitives, to introverts, okay? It's so easy for us to stay in the sense of being productive, of doing our work, being busy, or even being in the protective mode, right? Protecting ourselves from the world. And so we spend so much time and energy from doing that. Or maybe you're a person that focuses your energy on taking care of others. And the idea of you thinking about yourself and having fun feels selfish or doesn't feel like it's in alignment, okay? So I want to talk about all of you. I'm talking to all of you, all right? So a lot of us feel like fun is a waste of time, right? Or it's a trigger, or that we don't have time for that fun stuff. Okay, so I'm starting here by telling you and giving you permission to have fun. And I'm actually going to talk about some things you can do, and I'm going to talk about why and what the benefits are of having fun. So the truth is that we have time for whatever it is we want to do if we prioritize it. The way you spend your day indicates what you prioritize. And so obviously for a lot of you, maybe that does not include having fun. So what I'm recommending is just changing the way you look at it. So to start, I'm going to give you the definition of fun according to Merriam-Webster. So Merriam-Webster breaks down the word fun into noun, verb, and adjective. As a noun, it is meaning that it provides amusement. Okay, it's a mood for finding amusement. As a verb, it's to indulge in banter or play. And as an adjective, it's providing entertainment, amusement. And so that's how it's defined according to the dictionary. Nowhere does it say you have to go to a concert. And nowhere does it say you have to go to a crowded whatever in order to have fun. Nowhere does it say that you have to skydive to have fun. It doesn't say you have to be at a loud party with loud music to have fun. Although that may be what you've been told and what the narrative around us is, right, of the definition of fun. And if you're a high sensation seeking, highly sensitive person, those may be things that you enjoy, right? And so if you're doing those things and you're like, oh, I really want to do those things again, when we're able to, then do them and make sure you're taking care of your nervous system and allowing yourself to downregulate and calm afterwards, okay? So for those of you where those things don't sound like what you would like to do, I wanted to share some ideas because what I have found is through my work that many highly sensitive people and empaths just don't know how to have fun and really are not sure how to celebrate either. Because often I will get a client and we're celebrating the things that they've accomplished, and I'm giving them the assignment to go celebrate. This is amazing. Look at what you've done. And I often get the answer of, I don't know how to celebrate. What would that be? What's that? And then really just wanting, what's the next thing I'm going to do? And what's the next thing I'm going to work on, right? So some of the things that we find fun are different. This may be being in nature, planning a hike, being at the beach. Maybe even fun for you is going for a walk, window shopping. One-on-one connection is often fun for us, right? So we can meet a friend and just talk and connect, and we feel like our soul has been fed, right? Maybe you like to go on meditation or yoga retreats. Maybe you like art, symphonies. And one of the things that we love to do is learn. So maybe for you, it's like, oh, I want to take that course on how to draw using watercolors, paint using watercolors, right? So there are so many different things that you may find fun, right? And so the movement, I know that one of the things I enjoy is dancing. And so dancing, and I love the music, but I don't like being in a place where I'm going to be pushed and there's sweaty people that, brush up against you. And that doesn't sound fun to me, right? And so instead, I can take a dance class online, or I can turn on music and just dance around my house, right? So you can create your own little dance party. So there are a lot of ways that you could have fun, right? And it's just a way to let go of your responsibilities for a short period of time and engage in an activity for temporary contentment and joy. And so this is not an exhaustive list. I will add to it that using your creativity is also fun for us, right? So you could just draw, you could create a collage, you could even do some coloring, right? Maybe you like the adult coloring books that have come out. So there are so many options. Just setting aside the time to do it and not stopping yourself from doing that. So why? I promised you I'd tell you why it's important to have fun. So let me give you some reasons. And so one reason is when you let go of what you're doing, let go of trying to finish tasks, when you let go of that and allow yourself to be mindful and in the moment and just be in your body, your stress level is lowered, which can lower your cortisol levels, and you'll just feel better. You'll just be more connected to the people around you, and you'll just have a better quality of life. Another reason that fun is beneficial is if you're feeling stuck, right? If you're trying to figure out how to resolve an issue, problem, and I'm sure you've had the experience where you're sitting there trying to figure out something and figure out the solution, and it's just not coming to you, right? And so you step away from it, and then when you come back to it, the answer comes, or maybe you go do something else and the answer comes, right? So doing this consciously, allowing yourself to step away from work, step away from your responsibilities, step away from the things you have to or think you have to do, and just have some joy and fun will also allow you to be in a space to come up with creative solutions, come up to ways to solve some of the challenges that you have, right? And so sometimes we push and we're like, I need to know the answer right now. And it's not the time, right? And you're not in a place to do that. So allowing yourself the time to let go, decompress, will allow you to be able to solve issues and unresolved problems that you have in your life right now. And then the last reason for now is life is too short not to have fun, right? It's really important that part of having a good quality of life is to enjoy. It is to really just be, right? In this body that we've been given, connect with ourselves, connect with our soul, connect with spirit and divine, and really just be in this gratitude place of like all that we do have in our life and all that's going well, instead of focusing on like the next thing we have to do and the next thing and the next thing and what am I meant to do and all this stuff and all the things that are important. Of course they're important. And it's also okay to step away. It's also okay to have fun, right? It's also okay to have joy. And part of our purpose is to have joy and be examples of joy, right? So I'm going to encourage you to do that. What will you do now and take what I've talked about today to help support you in the process of having fun? What will you do today? What will you do to have fun and let go? Are you going to turn on the music? Are you going to go out and meet a friend for coffee or for a walk if it's safe where you're at? Maybe you need to set aside time in your calendar to have fun every day. What is it that you need to do? I'm going to encourage you to take those steps now. I'm going to put a link to a blog post that I have on having fun and a video that I have on having fun. And I look forward to seeing what happens for you when you take these steps. I'd love to hear from you. I have my contact information provided in the show notes. And so if you have some ideas that you want me to share on the next podcast, or if you have some ideas for fun, or even have stories of how you've had fun and how that benefited you, I'd love to hear from you. In the meantime, take good care. Bye. Thank you for joining us for the Enlightened Heart podcast, where we focus on issues that are relevant to support highly sensitive people and empaths to thrive in this world instead of just surviving. I created this podcast to support people like you and me. So if you are called, please take a moment to write a review, because you are truly appreciated as a listener, and I would love to be able to share this knowledge with others. Your review is like an invitation for others to join you. Until next time, take good care. Bye.